All right, number 9, it wants us to solve the equation in parts A through C by inspection. Give the interval between two consecutive integers for the solutions in parts D and E. So 1 to 5, it says we're going to give the solution set, the solution set to the equation 6 to the x power equals 216 is. Okay, so this we can do with the properties of exponents. You can rewrite or write something from exponential notation to what we call log notation. And you can also just kind of use some properties to rewrite it. Now in the past I've used what we call a power table. So if I can rewrite 216 as a base in the power of 6, that's the first method we want to try to use. So just like we have a multiplication table, let me see if I can just do a search and do a power table. This first one. So this is something that I usually use. So since we have a base of 6, I want to look at the bases of 6 and see if I can find this 216, which I do. So we have a base of 6. 6 to the third power is equal to 216. So I would want to rewrite this equation 6 to the third. If you can rewrite it with the base being the same, then you can see that x has to equal 3. Okay. And so that's what we would use to answer this. So the solution set is just 3. Alright, so for 6 to the x power equals 1296. So same thing, I'm going to look in the power table down the column where 6 raised to some power, and we get 6 to the 4th power is 1296. Okay, so I can just tell, okay, and this is kind of like this by inspection method. That's going to equal 6 to the 4th. Okay, so we can see that x equals 4 since both the bases are the same. And then for 36, we know that 6 squared, 6 times 6, so that's just 2. 6 to the 2nd power. Alright, so once we get that, so now we want to find an interval for where the solution lies between. So 6 to some power equals 8. Okay, so if we do 6 to the first power, that gives us 6. If we do 6 to the second power, that gives us 36. 8 is between 6 and 36. So my answer has to be somewhere between 1 and 2. So I'm looking at some rational number. I'm not a whole number, because the only two whole numbers that we use, 1 we get 6, 2 we get 36. So 8 is between those two outputs. So my interval is from 1 to 2. So between 1 and 2. And then if we do 6 to some power equals 71, we just want to find approximately what numbers it will be between. So 71 is greater than 36. That would give us a 6 to the third. That gave us 216. And 71 falls between 36 and 216. So we would say our answer has to be somewhere between 2 and 3. 6 to some power between some number between 2 and 3 will give us 71. So they're just looking for an interval. So between 2 and 3. Not looking for an exact answer, but just an approximation.